Well, hello there. Thank you for joining us here at Coolest Life. My name is Tony, and I'm here at Olympia Lodge number 1. That's right, number 1 in Olympia, Washington. So most lodges, if you know anything about masonry, typically tells you that if the lower the number, the older the lodge is. So this should be the oldest lodge in the state, hypothetically. It's not always the case, but normally the case, yes. So this is the front of their building here. What street this is. I was going to tell you the name of the street, but I forget what it is. But anyway, it's here in Olympia, Washington. Can't miss. It's called Olympia number 1. Come on in here and we'll take you a tour around the inside. They've already given me the okay, because one brother I already sat in lodge with over in Montesano. And he said, hey, I'm going to that lodge meeting. I'll vouch for you. Which means I've already sat in lodge with him. This is a little Masonic education for you. Means I've already sat in lodge with him. So that means I'm A-okay, because the last lodge I sat in with him, I was investigated and told that I'm in good standing. I passed their test, essentially. So we're going to go inside here. Around the front of it, let's see. Oh, look, they got some little symbolisms in front. I'm so glad I came around the front. This is one of those lodges where they have a nice, pretty front end, but everybody basically meets around the back side. They've got some, you can zoom in on some of those and see what all those markings are. It's like it's York Rite, Eastern Star, Scottish Rite. That one there's the Scottish Rite one. So they got a lot of those, maybe even Job's Daughters. And but anyway, at the front of buildings like this, they'll put other lodge affiliations that they have, or other Masonic affiliation groups that they have meeting here. Typically, they'll put them on the front of the building, and sometimes those other organizations die out, and sometimes they start new ones that don't have a marker up there. But it gives you an idea who might be meeting here. But okay, so enough of that. So let's go on inside and take you through this building, because I'm just out here living the coolest life, Masonic edition. So we just came in this back door. They got a nice big parking lot. That's beautiful. I mean, it's nice and lined and not a bunch of gravel and dirt. It's awesome. Is this all this they got up here? They got phone number contacts. There's their main dining room here. And they got a nice big kitchen. Actually got a cookout going on today, so they're really not using much of this because everything's going on outside. Hot dogs and hamburgers mostly. But check this out. Good little foyer room. I need to tell my wife about that. Well, I'll take a picture of this room and show my wife there's actually a place for her to come in and sit. Check these out. They had an original building not far from here, which is what this picture here is. Actually, sorry, that picture, I'm going to show you that in a minute. But these were actually from that original building. I don't know why they're not in it. I guess they just wanted to expand. That's the Olympic Scottish Rite Temple. I don't know if we'll get by that or not. We'll try to get by there next month if they're having a meeting. But this is their original building, definitely not this building. I like it. They have 2 lodge rooms in this building. They've got this room here, which I may be taking you to, but we're going to go to this smaller room here. It's an exact replica of the one I just showed you the picture of. In fact, here it is with the old stove in the corner, but they made an exact replica of that room. It's more of a museum type area. It looks like they've got a stairwell to a balcony. This is definitely the one that they like to show off the most. Always like to see if there's a door knocker or a peephole. I don't see one there. I'll take you through here relatively quick because I hope to do the next room also. Oh, I like those. Those are solid concrete, but they've got the Masonic logos on them. It's about 10 inches tall. I like that. Ah, clock you can read. There's the stairs that go to the balcony. Check out this ceiling. Is that not cool? I'm sure they probably have lights. If not, they've got some indirect lighting that they maybe push black light up to it if they ever wanted to use it for that. I really like that. I love the stained glass work and the sconces on the side. They said sometimes they use this room for degree work, but for the most part, they use the other room. This is actually one lodge name here. Most Worshipful Grand Master. I guess he's a Grand Master from this lodge. They probably got a bunch on this being lodge number 1. Captain Bennett. They got pew seating here on the side. What's your brother Harry Conway? Good looking chairs. Yeah, these might be original pieces, which is why they kind of look out of place. Just this color and the contrast here, as opposed to the contrast, the bright coloring here. Not so much wood tones as you see in these chairs. I do wish these chairs, let's see, had a few more markings, Masonic markings on them, but I don't see any at all on the tops or the bottom. The only thing close would be maybe a setting sun there. I can't really tell. I don't know. And you don't see any kind of, that's actually attached there. I see a little L shape there. This is attached down so that doesn't move. Normally you would see a charter placed here, so you know they actually have meetings in this room. Oh, I like that bottom edge there. It looks like there's some horses there and a wagon. That's neat. It's like a little town from the distance. Love the stained glass. My guess is, especially with these latches that they have here, they probably light up in the back. I don't know if I can flip a switch and adjust those lights. Here's where Junior Warden would sit. See, he's got the plum. Ooh, looky there. We got ourselves a plum, ladies and gentlemen. Love it. Man, I love that stuff when it's actually in there. And I didn't see one other thing. Let me going back over here to where the master sits. He's got a cross, but check out that G. It's like cast iron. It looks like it may light up with it touching the wall like that. I don't know for sure. Don't know for sure. Normally, if you have a G that doesn't light up, they'll have a spotlight that'll come and beam a spot of light on it. So that'll be their turning on of the G. These seats are look kind of comfortable there. But let's look at the altar here. 3 lights are separate. They are candles. It's a felt. I don't see any Bible. It's not really set up for a meeting, but nice. Let's go to the next room and check it out. And before we go, I did find the lighting for these. So they do have backlighting in these, which is kind of cool. So each one of these has got their own backlighting to them. So I did find that switch. So we're back here in the lounge room. Check out this door. Old Masonic Hall, cornerstone laid, 1853. Olympia Lodge, number 5. Oregon jurisdiction organized here December 11th, 1852. So it was not the first lodge in the state. Looks like Fred U. Harris Prince Hall Lodge may also meet here. Got their past masters there. They're pretty much up to date. They got 2024 there. That's good. And they got charter members of Harmony Lodge. I know they still meet here. You have the 2025 brother there. Typically, you don't put the brother's name on here until after they leave office, because anything could happen, good or bad. Doesn't matter. You want to make sure they serve their full year. Pretty common. Myrick. I didn't see Olympia Lodge list, but I'm sure it's somewhere. Check out this room. 3 rows of seating. We got a regalia out because we're about ready to have a meeting here. Everything's in such good condition. That's a nice brass. I got a brass holder there. It's a little low. Typically, you find that it's going to be up in here, but that's to each his own, you know. You can still hold it there, I suppose. Not much too ornate about that. It's in great condition, though. I'll give them that. All his picture controllers are here, or his lighting controllers are here, and you have the picture we see most common of George Washington here holding his setting maul there in his hand. Some jurisdictions actually call it a gavel, even though other jurisdictions call it a setting maul. It's a nice size and it's great condition. Wow, that's at least a foot. That's about a foot. So it's 14 to 16 inches high. Like that. Good looking gavel. Good looking gown. Nice leather seating. Relatively comfortable. Got his logo there. He actually got this Velcroed up here. That's not a bad idea. These are a little short for most lodges that I see. I mean, this is 7.5 feet tall. I don't think it's 8. Most of them are a little taller than that, but that's kind of cool. I like the ropes here. Don't see that very often. Different color contrasting. You got their extra rooms here. Nice door knocker. Actually says Olympia chapter 36. I don't know what that one is. Might be chapter council commander. It could be one of theirs. Here's the other one here. They've got somebody that sometimes they use these for instructions. Other times they will forego those and they're strictly for decorations, and they will do a PowerPoint presentation on a screen much like this one, which is very good size. Again, some more of them over here. This is set up in the north. We're going to get us a piano. I'm in the process of playing a piano. Hopefully by the time I come to your lodge and meet your people, I'll be able to play piano. I've only learned Happy Birthday and a couple others. So I might be, that says Life Member Olympia Lodge. Nice. I like that. Got their chairs, look very comfortable. Great condition. Wow, this looks almost brand new. Yeah, it looks pretty new. And you got your Scottish Rite set up here, represented. Eastern Star. So here's where your master sits. A little close quarters here, you know, but it works. Love it. Pointed upward. Love it. Pointed upward. I like it. Oh, we could go back here and see if we see anything here. Ooh, this looks like a changing room of some sort. Okay, so this is going to be for Scottish Rite. Maybe they have a Scottish Rite Valley that actually meets here. I don't know for that for sure. Maybe it's a club. My guess is it may be their valley that meets here. Check out this. That's cool. Look at the size of that thing. It's not all that heavy, but it's cool. I don't think I've ever seen one like that. Girthy, big giant balls on the end. He's got big balls. We've got big balls. That's a song, I swear. That's nice. I like that. That's cool. Got a secondary piano there on the side. Looks like a secondary altar here. A lot of times when you see secondary altars, they're either going to be for Eastern Star, maybe Prince Hall. We saw that in a couple of other lodges, that they have a separate, totally separate altar for the other affiliate bodies. Like the seating, getting 3 rows, different kinds too. And you see this kind of the back is kind of waiting. They've gotten these from separate lodges, is my guess. And he's got his junior warden one here. Another nice gavel, not nearly as big as the Masters. Like that, that's built in. Got a connector for his audio. You can plug one of those in there, an audio feed, if you wanted to. I see the rough and the smooth Asher up front. I don't know if you caught that. I don't see the, maybe this is it here. Warren Constitution, Ancient Free Craft Masonry. This must be a copy of their charter here they're showing. So that's a good that a lot of times you see it, they'll be in a scroll and they'll be placed up front here toward the center. But looks like they got theirs on the wall here, so that's good. And he's got his here's your altar here. 3 lesser lights, good girthy size, taller than most that I see. I don't typically see many of them that are quite this tall, but they're ready to go. He just lit them a little bit, so they got a little smoke in the air, but want to get them ready. Sometimes it's really good because if you light them from scratch, sometimes it's tough to get them lit. They haven't been lit in a while, like a month or so. It's a good looking Bible here. See this one a lot. Let's see what we got in here, Masonically speaking. Holy Bible, it's brand new. Haven't been presented to anybody. That's good. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Building of Solomon's Temple. Sometimes here in the front, we've got, there we go, Masonic presidents. It's got this Masonic presidents. We see that a lot. Sometimes they'll have Masonic presidents have the pictures of each one on each one of the pages in a little bio. There's York Rite, Scottish Rite, Biblical Index of Freemasonry. You can find that. You find out Tabernacle of Moses, Ark of the Covenant, typically used more so in York Rite Masonry. So it's nice, like that. I'm going to put this back where I found it. I believe it was just like that. That's all right. So if you're ever in Olympia, definitely on the first week of the month, And come visit these brothers. They meet on the first Friday of the month. There's also one that meets on the first Tuesday of the month, I believe it is. So come visit these brothers. We're sure they'll welcome you like they did me in open arms. I had a lot of visitors today. So one was from Colorado I just met today. I think he was from, I got a chance to sit in Pueblo Lodge. Check out that video, that Pueblo Lodge. But he's actually from Colorado Springs, which is where the Air Force Academy is. So be sure to come visit these brothers. Be sure to like and subscribe. And I found out that about 80% of my viewers aren't even subscribers. What? How does that happen? Come on, subscribe, hit the little button so you get notified as soon as a brand new one uploads. And the other thing is, so you can actually join the channel. So anyway, I'm gonna let you go. Be sure and trying to get back out living the coolest life, Masonic edition.